First of all, good afternoon and good afternoon to all of you. The subject today given to me is already covered, I think, by my close friend Natubhai Patel, and most of the points must have been covered, but I will try to briefly give my views. The subject is positioning of India as global manufacturing and export hub. With permission of Mr. Praveen Prashant, I will say we should also add a global, why can't we also aim to become a global hub for R&D also? But let's start. If we have to be global, we have to be global manufacturing and export hub, which I believe we are on the way because, but first look at it, what have we already achieved? We have already achieved our exports of 5.5 billion, which is second largest in the world. The Indian manufacturing industry also is doing $5 to $5.5 billion also for the domestic industries. There are groups who are naturally not having manufacturing and more imports are there, but the Indian industry, which is mainly doing core manufacturing and exports. It is very heartening to know, we should be proud that the Indian industry, out of the total exports, Indian industry is exporting almost 85% of the total exports. That is, out of about 50,000 crores, almost 42,000 crores is being exported by Indian industries. We also have a very robust market, which is at about 5 to 5.5, as I said. And we believe, and there are data, indications that this is also going to go almost to 9 billion in next 4 years or so. Now, in order to really become first, I am not sure we have to compete China, because we are second after China. China has various benefits which possibly the Indian industries are not having today. China, even today, all exports of agrochemicals, I should be now saying with plant medicine or crop medicine, whichever word this word I had actually announced last year in one of our conference anyway. So it is not going to be easy to compete China, but we have all the resources? In my view, we have all the resources. We have good entrepreneurship, we have good technical manpower, we have young manpower, we have finances, we have disciplines, and for India, at least we have a tropical weather where you can have 2 or 3 crops, which is not available to many other parts of the world. What should we do? I think we have to do more research. We started formulation research some 17, 18 years ago and registered first 9(3) products in India, brought concepts of newer formulations like WDGs, ODs, SCs, and ME. ME is not so much, but yes. So we have reached at least somewhat, we have made good progress in getting new formulation, improved formulations, and even lot of work has been done on technicals which were made, already registered in the world, or the multinational had, all the reverse engineering has been done, especially after the patent expires. So we strongly believe that after the patent expires, there should not be any data protection, any data exclusivity whatsoever, because it is going to harm Indian industries for manufacturing those molecules. There has been a great start by many Indian industries. I would say total number 5. 5 of them, at least I know, have started doing research on new molecules, and they have been having a very great success. I am, from this platform, I would like to say myself that if 5 can do it, 25 can also do it. And once we reach that age, we keep on harping that these are technologies coming from the West. The technologies should start here. We have done it in many other fields. I am not naming all the fields, but the same can be done for agrochemicals that we should try to do. We may need some help from government, including some incentive schemes so that industry can have incentive to have new molecules developed. Sometimes there is a reluctance by government to give this, but I am saying, maybe everybody may not agree, the government can give it after the innovation is done, after the innovation is proven. But unless that is not done, how an Indian company, which like many other multinationals are saying to develop a new molecule, it requires $250 million, some amount of incentive should be given. Import duty on technicals needs to be increased, because then only Indian industry will manufacture here in India and will become more competitive if they can export. There are other reasons also which I am not going into, but there are environmental issues. The deep sea discharge in US is 4,000, little over 4,000. In India, it is 250 and 500. This needs to be done. Even Indian refineries are discharging their effluent at 4,000. So why not the agrochemical industry? With this, I would like to sum up, and thank you very much for listening.